of this computer. All right, good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is the Market Pulse again from Beyond Charts, and we're going to be looking at the trades we set up this morning. What an interesting day today, right? A lot of stuff has come out. A lot of stuff has come out. So let's figure out what's going down. Let's going down with the markets and see how our follow-up trades did today. So today we had some interesting items. Are we sharing here? Let me see, screen sharing. We are desktop too. All right, cool. All right, so today, let's go into it. So today there was a little bit delay in the live stream. So we've resolved it. Hopefully we will not have that tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be pretty much a short day. It's a full day, but I think a lot of traders are probably going to take off early. And then remember, Friday, it's a half a day. We're off on Thursday. All right. So overall markets, again, we hit this high here, 47.42 on the XPX. Markets pulling back. Let it pull back. It needs to cool off. We had an extensive swing here, right? And let it pull back. It is holding that 46.70 as 46.50 as I suspected. It looks like we're probably going to retest that sometime today. I'll dive into that. Nasdaq pulling back nicely. Not too bad here. And Russell just going lower. It's holding that level of 23.10. We called it this morning. If you took that trade, that's great. So again, you can take these trades at the level. The VIX popped its head. This is what I don't like. The VIX is popping up. We're up 20. We need a blow off. And what I mean by that is there's going to be a day that what might happen today. That looks like a blow off. This is what I'm looking at. So we need a day where it looks like it's about to go, then we need to blow off. So this looks very positive for the short term, but I still want it lower. I want the VIX below 19. Fear has definitely gone into the marketplace. Again, we're at all-time highs, which is normal. And we have probably less than we got about 45 days left till the end of the new year. People are locking in gains, right? Why not? Shouldn't you? So we're going to watch it, but if it starts creeping higher, then we're probably going to go back down. We got to look at the banks. Goldman Sachs is at 400, holding that 400, can't break that 401, 404 level, but it's holding. Apple holding strong. So we got to watch Apple, got to watch Goldman Sachs and the VIX if you want to add these things together. Okay, we got the Treasury Note. This is a little scary. So if this starts breaking up, then the VIX is probably going to Nasdaq's probably gonna go up. There's some news that came over the wire about the banks that was discerning. Yeah, which doesn't make sense. So it seems like something's up, especially with this going up. So, interesting. I'm gonna put those together. Stay tuned tomorrow. I'm gonna do a little deep dive. I don't want to talk about things that I'm not really 100% sure of, but something that's on my mind is not making sense. So remember, we're going to catch these waves soon, so we're gonna be ready. So this is the stance that we have going into this afternoon. Let's dive in. So Nasdaq again. Nasdaq yesterday, we had this entry right here. We remember if you go back to the morning brew yesterday or go to my Twitter account Beyond Charts, I really don't post much there because I just post things are important. So I put the XPX levels there. The levels that we were talking about this week were basically 47.20 and 46.70. So if we break 46.70, go short. If we break 47.20, go long. So today we did both. I mean, we went long yesterday, got some gains, and today go short. So today looks like it probably wants to go lower. We hit that 46.50. If it breaks 46.50, it's probably going to go down to 46.30. And I'm going to share that with you right now. And what does it look like here? Here is what I'm talking about. So again, 46.30, if we start breaking down, buyers came in at this 46.51. It's probably going to go lower. So again, watch that level right there. That's totally different than what I'm sharing with you on the trades here. But I want everybody to be profitable here. So I can't give you everything, right? But I'm going to give you some golden nuggets. For my group, we're going to meet up probably tomorrow. I'm going to hit you guys up and maybe during the afternoon after the market's open, kind of discuss ways that we can maximize our portfolios a little bit better and kind of do a little powwow. All right, so that's probably going to go lower. Again, no trade here on on the XPX 15-minute on this time frame, this trading system, again, it was yesterday, right? That was the time to get in, and you're probably locking. It's probably going to go lower. So Nasdaq going lower, all right, and we got the Russell going lower. And I gave you those trades on the Russell right this morning. I said it's probably going to go lower, and 2310 was an area that we were looking at. So if I go here, right, and I said 43, 40, 2300, right? So if it takes 2300, it's probably going to go, I mean, it can go to 2287. So again, you know, trade them to the levels. If you're going to trade them, I wouldn't, again, if you're in these trades, how would you manage these trades? Remember, what we like, here's the system. Number one, you have to set up your trade. If you're setting up your trade after the market's open, you're doing it wrong. Don't do it that way. And anybody who's teaching you that way, don't listen to them. That's not the way we do it. We set up our trades before. That's why you want to join the morning brew. We set up our trades at 8:30, and 9 o'clock, you're ready to go for the market at 9:30. Okay. Once you got into your trade, you're going to pick and choose the ones that you want. And then what you do, we execute our trade, right? And then you have to manage it. So you have to manage your trade, actively manage it. If you can't do any of those things, then you don't do this system. Do something else. All right. But as we manage, and what I mean by manage it, if you're into the trade, you got some gains here. So what we do, we want to lock in those gains and then roll up or roll down the position, right? So what I mean by that, if you got into a put position, then what you want to do is you want to sell out because you're profitable, and then add another put position down with about 20% of the profits that you made. So no matter what, if it goes to shit, then you made money. If that one goes and you made more money, and you do the same thing over and over again, and that's how we stay profitable. Okay. If you're not comfortable with this, then you can do what's called a bear call spread. You can do it up there. You can do many different strategies, and you're still going to be profitable. And that's the ways you can maximize your gains. All right, so we have that. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a reversal here. Don't really say we're coming to the end. Is there going to be a blow off? Possibly. Not sure yet, but possibly. Russell working his way lower. VIX is 20. So we need a blow off there. Alphabet, this is a trade I gave you this morning. Not really ideal, but I said it's probably going to go lower, and I gave you the levels to look for. So again, if you're in profit, maximize those gains. Remember, don't fall in love with what your account is saying right now. Green, max, locking those gains. Okay, locking those gains. Amazon, same thing. We had an entry right here, bounce up to 0, bounce up to 50, try to go, but couldn't go, and it's working its way lower. So is the market going to sell off during the close, right? Remember, it's a short week. Are the buyers going to step in? I'm not sure yet, right? And remember, we're at all-time highs. Are people going to lock in those gains? Possibly. That's what I'm looking at. And I gave you the tech outcome. So let it pull back, but this is how you can maximize those gains to the downside. I told you about Tesla this morning. I said, look out for this. I said, look out for this. Watch that. What we do, we can maximize our gains at extreme levels, either an extreme up or extreme down. In this time frame, I said, this looks like a bull trap, right? Bull trap can't break 11, couldn't break 1200, and then couldn't break 1180 this morning, pre-market, and this was a bull trap. So if you want to take that trade to the downside, you could have done well with it. But again, I said, watch for the bull trap here. It looked like it can go, but we're too close to 1200. That's a round number. So when we're too close to a round number, more than likely we're not going to go through, even though Tesla came out with some good news. But again, this is the way we like to trade. Remember, look out for bull traps on top and look out for bear traps at the bottom. So right now we're going to be focusing our attention on bear traps and see if, that's what we're looking for, but we're not there yet, right? Probably next week, right? Or maybe Friday. ISRG going lower, no bear traps in sight, so we're okay. Chipotle, no bear traps in sight, right? It's working its way lower. They're taking it down, but I'm noticing this theme. They're taking a lot of stuff down. So let's move on. We got Lam Research. They're not taking it down, not taking it up. It's holding. So you want to watch this one, because this one tried to go early, and if the markets turn around, when they turn around, this one's probably going to be the first to go. Shopify taking it lower. Remember, Best Buy came out with earnings and they guided down. Not good for Amazon, not good for Shopify. They took this one down from 1762, almost 200 points down and working lower. So again, seeing a divergence here, but nothing really a bear trap. So we're not going to touch this until it breaks the 50-day moving average. So we're looking at 1613. Again, no play here unless you want to play it to the downside. And there's no really a high play there. Let's go back to Lam Research. Not taking it down, but will they take it down? All right, so it's right there if you want to take it down. You know, if the MACD starts turning, because it looks as it's going to go either way. So that's a play, and the play down is at 641, and then 661 on top. So you got about a 10-point ripper there either way. Netflix, they took it down this morning. I told you about Netflix, all right, and I gave you those levels, right? So again, we're pretty far away. Let it come back and let it rebase. We see a divergence here. Let's see what happens there. We got Roku. Roku, they took it down right at the open, and we had an entry there to the downside, 223. Let's see what happens at Roku. So let's see how it reacts right there. If we have another down day tomorrow, next week, let's see how it reacts there. Are they going to keep taking it down? Nvidia, I warned you about Nvidia. I said that this was a rally. This was a bull trap, right? And here's a bull trap. They're taking it down. Let it base. Don't chase. Let it base. Let it do its thing. When the market turns, Nvidia is going to be one that we're going to be looking at. This is still the next $1 trillion company at $400. Mercado Libre, they're taking it down. There's no play here except to the downside, right? No play there. Apple, again, the bull trap, right? We play this like a champ, bounce up to 50, bounce up to 50, bounce up to 50, broke the 50. This is when you have to be careful. Again, could have rallied, yes, but we set this up. 161, couldn't go, couldn't break that, working its way lower. This is a bull trap. It's for everyone that missed those entries are now trying to get in, and they're hurting right now. Not saying that Apple's not going to be good. It is going to be good. It's just not good today. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not this week, maybe next week, right? But wait. You got to tune into the show so I'm going to show you exactly how to see the movements and know when the AIs are being turned on and turned off. But right now, they're capturing those FOMO traders, okay? Trade desk, getting close. We had a sell-off here. Try to go today when the markets rallied. When the markets pulled back, this came down with it. They didn't take it down. We have a divergence here. I like trade desk. I'm looking for this setup right here. It's a beautiful, it looks like it's basing. I like this. So we got the setup here. When it breaks 105, if it holds, starts rallying up, starts breaking 105, then it probably could start rallying. Maybe next week. I don't know. But again, I have my alerts up there. Again, if you like the setup that I have, there's a link in the description. Go on there. TradingView is having a 60% off sale for Black Friday, which is an amazing deal. Okay, this is when I always renew. It's a great deal and great service. If you're planning to follow me or do your own charting service, this is amazing. Okay, Goldman Sachs, try to go. Now, this is what you have to watch. Goldman Sachs couldn't break that 402, 403. If Goldman's looking weaker, if we start seeing sell-off here, it starts breaking the 50, then we're probably going to see the XPX go further down. Right now, I'm expecting the XPX to bounce. If we don't get the bounce up that 46.70, we're going lower to 46.50. We don't hold 46.50, we're going to 46.30. If this starts breaking down, then those are the levels that are going to be active in the XPX. Goldman Sachs is probably going to go down to 390. So watch Goldman Sachs. Watch the VIX. If you know, I have my eyes are always here. I have my alerts on. Doesn't mean I'm going to be glued to the screen. But when I hear the alert, I always look at my screens, right? Okay. Affirm. Okay. They took it down, but it's holding. So it's holding. This is one that's basing. Okay, this is layaway plan. So whether you like it, I don't know the structure. I don't know what happens when they stop paying, but they took this one down quite a bit. So now this one is setting up. Okay, this one is setting up nicely. If this holds today, doesn't move, just stays the way it is, we're going to be looking at that 129 and see if it can start rallying up for a nice rally back up. Okay, but it's not there yet. So again, and this is what I mean about we have bull traps that I shared with you. Now we have bear traps, right? This was sold off quite a bit. So where are the bears? We want to see if we can capture those bears and squeeze them out. And that's what we're here for, to identify the abundance, those opportunities that exist in the marketplace every day. Okay. Now we have Upstart, again, working his way lower. Let it go down. These two go in conjunction. So again, below the 50, they're taking this one down. Let it take it down. Let it take it down. You know, no big deal. It needs above 205, 206. Okay, HubSpot taking it down. Taking it down. Let it take it down. You know, so again, no trade here. We like a trade close to the 50. If you're trying to guess what we do, what I would recommend and urge you is go look at the morning brews from the past, or look at, there's an area in my playlist called the launch. There, I'll describe to you how we utilize the 50-day moving average for entries and exits. And what I was saying, all paths lead back to the 50, and that'll just tell you exactly what we're covering right here. We also use the MACDs, and in there, I also use the MACDs. I've used it in crypto as well, but it's the same thing. All right, we got Zoom. Zoom came away bad earnings. Growth is lower. It's down. All right, so people traded this one down. Again, no trade here. Again, bookings, I like this one. It's setting up. Remember, this one has been taken down a lot, and we're going to be setting this one for a bear squeeze coming up soon, right? Or do they take it down lower? But not there yet. Again, ServiceNow taking it lower. Okay, tons of upgrades. Doesn't matter what the upgrades are. 700, I thought, beautiful upgrades up in the 800 level. I guess those analysts are not really got this one right. So this is why you don't really take analysts' words for it. Great to understand the inside of the company, but at the end of the day, the market's always right. All right. Coinbase taking it lower. All right. They're taking stuff lower. Okay, that's fine. Let it take it lower. Let it take it lower. There's something with the banks that's coming up, and I don't know what that is. Okay, so I need to do a little deep dive. I don't like doing deep dives during the market hours, but today, so you have to tune in tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow. We're going to cover that because are we going to head lower? All right, so let's go here into it. So again, we have the chips. This is my chip page. We just added this in the last 2 weeks. So chips were on fire. So again, we're going to be looking for bear traps here because the chips are on fire. They're just taking it down. We had a nice rally. Qualcomm holding steady, you know. So again, what's going to happen at that 50-day, which is around 180? There's a divergence here, but if we start turning around, I think Qualcomm is the one that's going to move the fastest. ASML, I talked about this morning. There's something with Biden in it, and it's selling off. No trade there. AMD, they took it down this morning. We talked about this. Here it bounced off the 0 to the opposite side, bounced off the 50 and working its way lower. So that was a trade that worked out this morning. Congratulations if you took that. Apply AMAT, same type of thing. This morning went lower. Not really much of a lower trade here, but it's holding steady. So again, can AMAT hold, right? It's not selling off tremendously. So these are the things that we're looking for. Lucid, I like the way Lucid held. I like the way Lucid is right here. So we're going to keep tracking of Lucid. Lucid sold off a little bit. You know, so let's see if Lucid can get going. So we're going to watch Lucid 52, add 54 to the upside. Rivian's coming back. Look at Rivian. Rivian coming back despite of the market. So for those who are waiting, again, these things always happen when people are not looking. They think we're not looking, but we just caught them. But if Rivian takes out this 125, it's probably going to work its way higher. It's got 141 on top. There's a 135 in the middle here. But it looks like this is to the opposite side. So this is going counter trend of the overall markets. It bounced up for 116. Fresh set of MACDs. Can it break that 125? Okay, so buyers are coming into Rivian. They're driving it up today. Again, Roblox, we like this one. Taking it down, taking it down, taking it down. And again, if Roblox can take 121, it's basing, starts turning, then that might be one for an entry. And we have these highs up here of 141. So watch that one. It could also go the other way. All right, let's get involved with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's right here. We got Bitcoin. Bitcoin trying to rally, still working his way lower. You know, right now it needs above 60,000 for it to get better. It's just going lower, lower, lower. MicroStrategy working his way lower, follows Bitcoin. So again, Okay, so this morning, this is good news for Ethereum. This morning, I said we need a balance right now. If Ethereum doesn't bounce, then this is going to go lower, and it's doing exactly what Lisa said. It's bouncing off to 0, bouncing off to 50. This is now an entry. So if I want to zoom in on Ethereum, I'm going to go to the hourly charts, and I'm going to say, okay, so here's a bear trap, right? Bear trap drove up and is working his way higher. Okay, we got the MACDs at the bear trap, getting a second win and popping. So again, if I don't day trade Ethereum, but if you're looking to trade this thing on a longer term basis, this looks good, and the bear trap will be here at this 44.50. But it looks like it's bouncing. We needed a bounce on Ethereum. Okay, so we needed that, and it's getting it. All right, that's all we got, guys. And go out there, go get it. Make sure to press subscribe if you like this content. Like it, share it. I know it's something you can learn from this as well, because this is the insider mind of how we look at the markets every day and how do we manage our position. Remember, there's 3 steps here. We set up our trades or structure our trades. Then you execute, you enter the trade that you want to enter, and then you manage your position. All right, real simple. All right, guys, go out there, stay green, go get it.